Hey guys, it's Jody here. In this video I'm going to be going over the 2020 updated video on how to use the Growbot for Instagram Chrome extension. So in this video I'm just going to run through some of the features, some of the settings that I'm using currently, and just to give you guys a good understanding of how to use this Chrome extension. So let's just jump straight into it. So we'll just open up the actual bot. Okay, so just to start with, I'm going to go over my settings and just show you at the moment my settings are set for doing likes only. So this part of the video I'm just going to show you how to use the three main types of likes that this tool can do. So let's just jump into my settings. So basically my performance options, they're all ticked. Down below here, this is my times that I set for doing like runs only. So basically you can see there my wait time is 23 seconds, and my wait skip time is, or the interval in between each action, is set to 9 seconds. And make sure you select the randomize wait time by 50%, because this is going to really mix up the time frame, and it's not going to create patterns that the Instagram watchdogs won't see, because the whole idea here is to look like a human. You want it to be as natural as you can be. So having a 50% randomized means your chances of looking like a bot is much slimmer. The only thing that you're going to get flagged for is if you go way too quick. So you want to make sure that you warm up your account. You want to start with low actions. So I'm just going to show you how to warm it up in this tutorial. So basically that's it. I've got my soft rate limit set to 120 minutes, and if I ever get pinned for going too hard where Instagram blocks my actions, I've got that set for 24 hours for the hard rate limit. Basically everything else is unticked apart from at the moment with my follow unfollow strategy. I'm not unfollowing people that follow me. Okay, I'm trying to keep that relationship with my followers. I think in 2020 you want to try and get as much engagement as you can from your own following. So I prefer not to unfollow my followers until I reach my limit of 7,500 people that I'm following. So at the moment my strategy is just to not unfollow people who follow me. And the other thing I've got ticked here is unfollow people I began following more than, I've set this to 180 days ago. And also here I have another one set for 120 days. But basically this is what I've just got selected for when I'm doing my follow and unfollow settings. So let's just jump out of this. So yeah, just to recap, make sure if you're just doing like runs, this is pretty much the lowest limit that you can go. I wouldn't go any less than what I have here for doing likes. So let's just jump into the likes. So just uncheck that. So right now, if you just look here on the right hand side where you have the follow, unfollow and like only, the first like I like to do is, I just want to just change this quickly. This queue limit, sorry I jumped over here, but this queue limit is how many people the bot is going to scrape. So just for this example, I'm just going to set it to 30 so it doesn't take too long for this video, and we'll just go from that. So with this like run, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to load up my followers. So I'm in my account, I'm just going to load up my followers, and set this to 30. Okay, done. So it's only going to scrape 30 people, because when you warm up, basically Instagram only allows you 30 actions per hour. So just to warm us up, you just want to do 30 actions. You can slowly increase this over time after Instagram, once you build up a little bit of trust and Instagram kind of gets a feel for what's going on. You don't want to go too hard too quick, or it's just going to trigger the red flags, Instagram's going to block your actions. So just start small and then incrementally increase it over time. So let's just go okay. So it's scraped those 30 users. So now what this is going to do is basically I'm going to go through and like their latest posts. Okay, this is just one way of doing a like run. The whole idea of this is to create reciprocity, to stay engaged with your followers, so they'll in turn, reciprocate what you're doing, and they're going to like your content. So let's just proceed. We want to go process queue, and down here you'll see to the left hand side there, it's going to like media, and then it's going to start ticking over. You'll see the clock should start ticking over any second now. Could take a little while. There we go. So it's just going to go through, it's going to like their latest post, and it's just going to do that for the 30 members. And basically that's it for this style of like. So if you want to like your followers' posts, you can do it this way, which is probably the most direct way, which is good because it actually it keeps in tune with followers who may have lost interest, or because of the algorithm they've kind of not seeing your posts. So what this is going to do is going to boost the algorithm. They're going to see your posts more frequently, and it's definitely an advantage. And also it builds up that reciprocity, because I feel 2020 is going to be the year where you're going to need more engagement for your audience to push your posts into your hashtags, push your post on Explore, and just to keep your post at the top of the feed so all your followers can see it. So basically that's it for this this lesson, or this like method. Okay, so basically it's just going to like all the latest posts from my followers. So we'll just stop this now. Okay, so this is going to refresh, and the next type of like I'm going to do, we'll just shut the bot and we'll just go into the main feed. This is going to be like all the current posts in the main feed, and again we'll just go into open up the Chrome extension and just jump down here, down the bottom, the green bar here that says like 10 posts from feed. Increase that to 30 because you've got a 30 limit. Oops, you got 30, not 300. We don't want to do that, we'll get into trouble. Okay, go. Okay, so we got 30. So what it's going to do now, if I hit the green button, just tap the green box, it should scrape 30 of the latest posts in the news feed, and then it's going to go through and it's going to like all of them. So it's going to keep the people that you're most engaged with, because they're the ones that shows up because of the algorithm. Okay, so it's going to engage with the most recent people that seen your content, or you've seen their content. It's just going to keep refreshing and keep engaging and building up that reciprocity. It's a great tactic. Definitely should leverage it, and it's one way to keep your followers seeing your posts in the news feed, and it's definitely a strategy that you should implement every single day. And also you can increase, I wouldn't go much over 100 in a run, okay, just because of the limits. But like I said, just stick with 30 until you've warmed up your account. You can slowly increase this over time, okay, just until Instagram gets a feel for what's going on. So basically that's how you do a like run in your news feed. So we'll just stop this now, and the last one for the likes is to just jump up into the search bar. We'll just shut this down for now. Just open up the search bar and just pick your most popular hashtag. Mine, for example, is van life, and then we just want to select it. Okay, so that's going to open up the hashtag van life. Go back to the Chrome extension, crack that open, and then just down here, same side, the bar, it says post from current page hashtag. Again, I do 30. Okay, select that. It's gonna, oh, that didn't actually change to 30. Oh, because I didn't hit go. Okay, I didn't confirm it. Anyway, you get the idea here. It's just going to scrape the amount of users that you select, and it's going to go through the hashtag most recent post for the top 30 or whatever it is you set. I accidentally set this to 10, but my intention was to make it 30. It's just going to go through and like them. And again, what this is going to do, it's going to get fresh eyes to see your your engagement. It's going to create curiosity. These people are in your niche, so it's niche specific, and then the chances are they're going to come through and you might pick up a new follower from engaging with these people on the hashtags. Okay, so the whole idea here is to get more reach. The more reach you can gain, okay, the more engagement you're going to get. It's just the way the algorithm works. So we'll just stop this now, and basically the next thing I'm going to talk about is we'll go back to the settings. And what I do for my settings when I do a follow and unfollow run is I boost this up to about 37, and then the bottom one I do about 13, roughly about there. Sometimes I do 11, sometimes I do 13. Always try and just mix it up a few different digits here and there, and then that way you're not creating patterns. But even with the randomizer, there's no way Instagram's going to see that it's a bot that's doing this, because it's so randomized. So this is the safe level. Wouldn't go much lower than this for a follow run. So we're just going to go through and show you how to do that. And I accidentally refreshed it, so I think the settings should be good. Just double check. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so let's just jump straight into how to do a follow run. So basically you just want to, I'll shut this down, just want to pick a page in your niche or interest, or whatever you want to call it. We'll just jump on Van Life Journal. Okay, so basically you want to follow their followers. Okay, so we'll just jump into the extension, and what we're going to do is go down to the bottom. There's a whole bunch of buttons down here. Okay, so you just want to load followers, but before you do that, just make sure that your queue is set to 30, because you only want to do 30 per run for now, because we're just warming up. And we'll just go load followers. We'll just type in 30. Done. Okay, and that's just going to scrape those 30 users. And what you can do here is you have a checkbox where you can like their latest post, or I recommend you do that. And then make sure you're selected, because you've got your likes only, your unfollows, and your follow. Just make sure you select follow. Okay, and hit process queue. Basically now you're going to go start following all these members, and the whole idea here is if they like what they see, they're going to follow you back. And then following my like system that I just went through, those two main types of likes, you're definitely going to start building reciprocity. And you just want to keep in touch with these people with the bot, just so you've got a constant stream of fresh eyes looking at your latest post, and you're going to boost your engagement, and it's going to boost your post with the algorithm. And essentially it's going to count down through your log here. You'll just see it, because I'm actually on mobile, the screen size is a little bit limited. If I turn my screen this way, you can see this is how the log will look, but because I'm using my mobile, it's optimized a little bit smaller. So basically that's how you do a follow run, and it's going to go through those 30 users. Again, just warm up your account until Instagram gets familiar. Just do this for about a week. You can do this probably a couple times a day, several times a day. Just break it up, and at the end of this section of the tutorial, I'll give you the actual rundown on the potential of running the Chrome extension for long periods of time. Okay, so with that being said, we'll just wrap up this section. So basically that's it, pretty simple stuff. So we'll just stop this run now. Just close this so we can see what's going on. Okay, still got the same page open, but what we want to do is, if you want to unfollow people who are that you are following on your personal account or your account, just go back to the Chrome extension. Just down the bottom, same thing again. We want to load your following. Okay, these are the people that you're following, so you want to go following, select the amount. Just go 30 for this example. Keep it in tune with what I've said about warming up your account. So basically those 30 people have been scraped. Again, just go over, select unfollow, and then process queue. And again, what's going to happen is it's going to start to unfollow all those members that you've selected, and because of my settings, it's going to skip people who are already following me, and it's going to unfollow people more than 100 days ago. So basically, I'm trying to keep the people that I've recently engaged with, recently added in the engagement cycle. I want to keep them warmed up. Anyone beyond 180 days, I'm going to unfollow them, because basically a lot of these people, just the algorithm, they're kind of like ghosts. They're ghost users, and you just want to unfollow people that aren't active in your newsfeed. Okay, it's just logical for the algorithm. Okay, because the more active people that you have, the more engagement you're going to get. It's just the way it is. So basically that's it. We'll just get out of here, and that's how you unfollow. It's very simple. Down the bottom there's a few more features. You can play around with them. You've got you can load up, if you pick an account, you can load up their followers. You can actually load up if you wanted to, you can choose to follow who people they follow. You also got the option where you can select pending follow requests. And also another feature that I totally forgot about in the like section is over here. We'll just stop this now. Over here you can engage with your most recent commenters. So you can engage with your most recent people who have commented, and you can engage with people who like your post as well. So you have two options there. This is also a different way to boost reciprocity and to increase your engagement. Down the bottom here you've got a bunch of other stuff. You can whitelist accounts. Just show you quickly what that's all about. Don't need that. We'll just shut this quickly. And if we scroll down, open up the feed, and just down here you can select to whitelist a certain amount of accounts and save them as a database. So if you've got particular followers or accounts that you follow that you don't want to unfollow, you could create a whitelist, and that's just going to safeguard those people from having your bot unfollow them. So with that being said, I think we've just about got this covered, apart from my actual strategy. So we'll just jump back over to the Chrome extension and talk about the long-term game. Now, once you start warming up your account, I'd say increase it slowly. Do 30 actions, per hour. So just do short bursts of this until you're warmed up. But when you've, got your account warmed up and you're not getting any soft rate limits because you've got lots of time, you want to increase your queue rate to, I'd say, just to be safe, 500. Just start on 500, and then you can start following 500 people. And with those settings at this time rate, you should be fine. But if you do see that you get a soft rate limit, stop the account as soon as you see it. Just let your account rest. Okay, just let it rest, and just don't perform any more actions for that for at least 24 hours, because once Instagram has given you a soft rate limit, if you proceed and you try to do more actions, well, then you're going to get pushed into the hard rate limit category where they totally block your actions. Okay, so the soft rate limit is just like a warning, you're getting a bit carried away, stop what you're doing. And if you go into the hard rate limit, that's when you start getting into trouble, and you can get flagged and start getting shadow banned and all that nasty stuff that you don't really want. So really, you just want to play it safe, but at the same time, don't push it too hard, because Instagram is very sensitive now. The AI they use, the machine as they call it, it's very intelligent. Okay, it can see what's going on, especially if you start using a Chrome extension and you're running it for long periods of time. So what I suggest is just queue 500, and then that 500 will probably take around about 4 hours, depending, to go through. And if you've got it set like I have to skip members who are following me, and it's got to trickle through those 180 days of people that aren't active, it's going to take a little bit longer to do the process. So with that being said, just understand that it's going to take a few hours to run through this, which is good, because you want it to be long and slow and steady, and that way you can still do massive amount of actions, but just spread it over a longer period of time, and just keep an eye on it and just make sure it's safe. So basically, that wraps up this video. It's a long video, so hopefully I've spoken clearly enough this time that you can understand how to effectively use this. Stay safe. Every account's different, so just understand that your trust level is different to my account's trust level, and the age of your account plays a big factor in trust. So if you've got a new account, definitely go slow and just build it up over time until you build up that trust and authority with Instagram. So with that being said, thanks for watching. And also, before I wrap this up, below this video there's a tutorial on how to set up the Growbot for Instagram Chrome extension on your Android device. Unfortunately, it's not available on your iOS, but if you've got an Android and you want to run this Chrome extension on your mobile device, on your Android, I've got you covered. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.